Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Going over the top. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB, but not on this play.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Back to the air one more time. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense. He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On second down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. It's 1st down from the 11. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Turns it loose. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. coming after. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
LSU offense will take over. First and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Buying some time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daniels. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's taking the shot. Holds it in on the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. LSU right back to the line.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver youth. This guy is really good.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He's looking to pass. Into the end zone for the 2, and now it's a 12-point game. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Works the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. 1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 28, LSU 16.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. We bring on the nickel defense.